Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we're checking out top 10 awful American remakes of great British movies.
Seems that the poet was right. Troubles never singly come.
Oh no, we can get through the rock. No worries there, easiest thing in the world. Why we just blow right through it.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, where we'll be discussing the worst remakes of UK movies from across the pond.
Y'all haven't reacted to a WatchMojo UK video in a while, so I thought this might be fun. I know there are a lot of awful American remakes of great British movies. Let's see what they say is the top 10. Be sure to go to WatchMojo UK and like and subscribe.
So,
Get
you're in
Carter.
prison?
Never heard of it.
For how long?
How about this weather?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10, Straw Dogs, 2011.
Give me the gun, Tom.
Out of the way, I'm going in!
Dustin Hoffman? Oh no, that's
Keep
the
gun
original.
pointing in, he won't get near you.
The original 1971 movie is a classic British psychological thriller. It was initially controversial for its graphic scenes, but has since become highly praised. It's a story about an American who moves to the Cornish countryside, and then things go south from there. In 2011, Americans decided to remake it, which turned out to be nowhere near as good. Instead of Cornwall, it's set in Mississippi.
Oh.
We just give them Jeremy, David. Maybe everything's no, you don't, Amy. We just give them Jeremy.
It was a box office disaster, costing $25 million, but only making a pathetic $11.2 million. One criticism was that it felt as if it was celebrating violence rather than condemning it, missing the point entirely.
Your gun's empty. You sure?
Number 9, Clash of the
Clash of the Titans? Hang on, before we get to Clash of the Titans, I've never heard of Straw Dogs. I never saw the American version. Straw Dogs. That's a much better plot for an American to go to a Cornish area than the typical big city guy goes to Mississippi kind of thing, right? Show me on IMDb. Straw Dogs. Susan George, Peter Vaughan, T.P. McKenna, Del Henney, Jim Norton. I don't recognize any of the other actors. Interesting. Okay.
Number 9, Clash of the Titans, 2010. The 1981 version was a co-production between the UK and the US, which was a fairly big success. It featured a variety of impressive stop-motion effects. For some reason, in 2010, Australia and America teamed up to remake it with poor quality CGI. It's a perfect example of how practical effects can age better than excessive CGI. The majority of critics disliked it, but that didn't stop it from making almost $500 million at the box office.
Oh my god.
Unlike the original, this one got a sequel in 2012, which received similar feedback. If it had done better, they would have made the series into a trilogy, but thankfully, such a fate was avoided.
Whoa. Wow. He flew through the lava.
Number 8,
Come on. Okay. Come on. I see. Like, that's ridiculous. He flew through the splatter of lava. Okay, Clash of the Titans. The 1981 movie, I watched it so many times as a kid. Me and my brother, I think it was on HBO a lot. We watched it so many times, and we loved it. I think that was how I knew who Burgess Meredith was. I think that's the first time I saw him in something. It freaked me out, too, the whole Medusa thing. It was really good. Oh, what's her name's in it, too? I got handed to the remake people. That does seem like it's worth a remake, you know? It's a great story. Laurence Olivier's, he plays Zeus, right. That's how I first learned of Laurence Olivier, I think. Yeah. Harry Hamlin. Yeah. Maggie Smith, that's who I was thinking of. She plays, I can't read that. Thetis, and then her son is that monster guy who I forgot the name of it. Anyway, it's a great film, and the stop motion animation's really impressive. It's actually fascinating to look at. This new one, like that this could have been great, you know? The scale. Sam Worthington, I think, was in it. Oh, that's right. Okay. Sam Worthington and Liam Neeson. Right. Okay. Ralph Fiennes was in it. He's one of my favorite actors. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I should watch it just to make fun of it. It looks great. I mean, visually, it's stunning. This scene, though, let's watch this one more time and watch Perseus fly through the splatters of lava. Way to go, Pegasus.
Number 8. Village of the Damned, 1995.
Oh, I've heard of this.
Brick wall. A brick wall.
Terrifying.
A brick wall.
The 1960 version is an excellent example of 60s science fiction. It's based on a book, The Midwich Cuckoos, and tells a spooky tale about glowing-eyed children in the village of Midwich. In 1995, acclaimed director John Carpenter created his version. It became one of his lowest-rated movies, alongside earning barely anything at the box office. One big change from the book was setting it in California instead of England. It got nominated for Worst Prequel, Remake, Rip-Off or Sequel at the Golden Raspberry Awards, but hilariously wasn't bad enough to win. In 2011, Carpenter admitted he'd made it out of contractual obligations, with little care for how it turned out.
Christopher Reeve?
Number 7. Get Carter 2000.
Why did they change the location to California? Christopher Reeve, Kirstie Alley. See, a little English village is way creepier than California, right? Come on. I thought Christopher Reeve was in a wheelchair by now. Mark Hamill's in it. He plays a reverend. I'm curious to watch this too. Actually, what year did Christopher Reeve have his horse accident? It was in 1990. Oh, it must have been right after. Damn. I guess that was one of his last movies.
Number 7. Get Carter 2000.
Bloody well tell me who sent you. You're a big man, but you're in bad shape. With me, it's a full-time job. Now behave yourself. Right?
Michael Caine. She was only 14 years old.
Michael Caine is easily one of Britain's most famous actors. One of his many acclaimed movies was Get Carter in 1971, an old-school British gangster flick. 29 years later, an American remake was released, which subsequently tanked at the box office. They swapped London and Newcastle for Las Vegas and Seattle. It had a $63.6 million budget, but didn't make a third of that back. Interestingly, it's the second American remake.
So,
Oh,
ever been to prison? For how long?
How about this weather?
With the first being...
yeah. The line, how about this weather, is a totally different thing in America than it is in Britain, right? It's a totally different connotation. Rocky, he's... Sylvester Stallone is going, how about this weather? Like, okay, I'm not going to critique his acting. He's a rich man from acting. Way to go, Sylvester.
For how long?
How about this weather?
With the first being Hitman from 1972, which also didn't make a splash. All three films are based on the book Jack's Return Home, a thoroughly English novel in setting, tone and thematic core. This might explain why both American versions fell flat.
Jack, what do you say, Jack? Pick me a winner today? Huh? Did you come up with a sure thing?
Number 6, The Ladykillers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I knew The Ladykillers was coming up. It was in the beginning. I think I learned that this was a remake of a British film earlier that I think had Alec Guinness in it. Maybe it was David Niven, but I think it was Alec Guinness. And this was done by the Coen brothers. I love the Coen brothers. They didn't need to do this. Failure.
4.
Mrs. Wilberforce, I don't think you quite understand the intricacies of this particular situation. And let me try to explain, Mrs. Wilberforce. You see, in this case, it would do no good to take the money back.
The acclaimed Alec Guinness took the lead role for the original 1955 British black comedy. It was so loved, it won a BAFTA award for Best British Screenplay. Fascinatingly, the plot came to the writer in a dream. 49 years later, America decided to remake it with Tom Hanks as the lead.
Temperamental one.
Oh, I do hope you'll be comfortable, gentlemen.
Upstairs.
And I do wish you well with your efforts.
Despite the Coen brothers directing it, it was far from a hit. Many consider it to be one of the worst films by the duo.
Yeah.
Some critics praised Hanks and Irma P. Hall's performances, but not much else. Originally, the Coen brothers were only meant to write the screenplay, but ended up directing it, which might explain their lack of passion.
Seems that the poet was right. Troubles never singly come.
Oh, no, we can get through the rock. No worries there. Easiest thing in the world. Why we just blow right through it.
Number 5, The Haunting.
Yeah. The Haunting was a British movie. Y'all. Okay. Okay, Ladykillers exists. Let's move on. The Haunting. My brother told me about this movie. The original. The British version. I didn't know it was British. It's terrifying. I think that's the character named Eleanor, or the main character's name is Eleanor. And it's that kind of, I guess it's a trope in horror films where a group of people comes to a house and they have to spend the night, right? A haunted house. But there's only sounds. You hear like banging on the wall. You never see anything, I don't think. And it's terrifying. And there's these shots of the wallpaper. It's all this flowery wallpaper, but the designs on the wallpaper look like faces, like demon faces. It's terrifying. Terrifying. It's good. That's probably the scariest movie I've ever seen. The original, not the remake.
1999.
What, no what?
That's Eleanor.
The original
right. Oh, right. So in that scene, there was banging on the wall, and Eleanor felt someone hold her hand. She thought it was the woman in the room with her, sleeping in the room, but whenever she woke up, turned the light on, she realized that woman is across the room. She couldn't have been holding her hand. Terrifying. Well done. You know, you don't need some big CGI monster. It's like, it's a different approach, and I think it's scary as hell.
1963 supernatural horror is an absolute classic, boasting an impressive 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's based on a US novel and was created by a few Americans, but was shot entirely in England. In 1999, they decided to remake it with Liam Neeson and Owen Wilson attached. It proved that lazily remaking an older film with A-listers attached doesn't guarantee a good movie.
You're going to be the first visitors that Hill House has had since Mr. Crane died.
Really? See, they're leaning into the creepy stuff. It's just makes it not creepy, you know?
It fared pretty well at the box office, but few reviewers were pleased. It currently has a pitiful 17% on Rotten Tomatoes and got 9 nominations from Bad Film Award ceremonies, but only won 1. Number 4, Death at a Funeral.
Death at a Funeral. I think I've seen that.
2010.
Yes, actually,
Tom! Tom from Succession?
Death at a Funeral,
Tom from Succession, y'all.
2010.
Yes, actually, I have some photos I wanted to show you.
Peter Dinklage.
Alright, sure.
The 2007 English black comedy was directed by Frank Oz, most famous for playing Yoda in Star Wars. It did reasonably well at the box office, alongside getting fairly positive reviews. It only took 3 years for the States to remake it. Both were written by Dean Craig, but the latter featured a mostly American ensemble cast, including names like Danny Glover and Chris Rock. It earned slightly more at the box office, but cost twice as much to make.
I tried writing once. Didn't work for me either. I think it's like a gift. Either you have it or you don't.
So it was a less successful production. Reviews were mixed overall, with the consensus being that the original was executed way better.
Who's this? You know, I asked myself the same thing when my dad passed. I said, who is this man?
No, Brian. Who's this in the coffin? Because that's not my father.
Number 3. The Italian...
I don't think I saw this, actually. Either one. But, like, Chris Rock and, what's his name, Kevin Hart and Martin Lawrence, I don't think they can compete with Tom from Succession as far as acting goes, right? They're funnier. Well, they're better stand-up comedians, I bet. But Tom from Succession is an amazing actor. At least Peter Dinklage got to do it twice. Good for him.
Number 3. The Italian Job, 2003.
I liked the remake. I thought it was fun. I never.
Few will
That's
deny that the
hilarious.
1969 Italian Job is a staple of British cinema. The final car chase has cemented itself in pop culture history, and Michael Caine's role is difficult to forget. In 2003, America decided it was worth a remake, getting Mark Wahlberg to play the lead role. Surprisingly, it was fairly positively reviewed, with it being generally considered a fun watch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It was fun, right? It was.
It doesn't beat the original, however, but it did set an exceptionally high bar. The newer version isn't even set in Italy, and the ending isn't even the iconic cliffhanger of the original. Instead, they all get the gold and go on a spending spree, a much less...
Hang on. Oh, that's down the street, y'all. There's a parking lot next door? I don't think that parking lot is there anymore. I think that's a Madame Tussauds wax museum now. Is this Siobhan from Succession?
The original.
It can't be.
Instead, they all get the gold and go on a spending spree, a much less memorable conclusion.
Oh. Yo, I've been in that subway station 100 times. Oh, that's so weird. Weird.
Number 2. The Land That Time Forgot, 2009.
Hey, that's the cutest Triceratops I've seen. So cute.
The original 1974 release is an epic adventure film set during World War I. The characters go on a journey to find a hidden continent full of both dinosaurs and cavemen, which makes for an epic flick. 35 years later, an absolutely abysmal American remake was released.
Ooh.
So few people cared about it. It doesn't even have a Rotten Tomatoes critic score. It's a side-splitting display of some bottom-of-the-barrel CGI. The entire thing looks like a video game cutscene from the early 2000s.
Oh no.
The budgets for both films were in the same ballpark, making it another example of how practical effects are always better than cheap CGI.
I don't know. I've not seen either of these versions of The Land That Time Forgot. But I will say that CGI is not that bad. And the original dinosaurs, to me, look like little hand puppets. They're very cute. I feel like they should have shot it in slow motion, right? Or at least made or shot it faster so that when they play it at 24 frames per second, it looks a little slower, right? To give it more mass.
Of how practical effects are always better than cheap CGI.
I don't think that looks bad.
Number 1.
Maybe
The
it is.
Wicker Man, 2006.
And make our blossoms fruit. Mighty God of the sun, hear ye the words of the Lord!
The 1973 version is a classic Christopher Lee horror film, considered one of the best of its time. The 2006 remake feels more like an Airplane-esque parody than an actual horror movie. Nicolas Cage takes the lead role, which became one of his funniest performances. It's more ingrained in pop culture than the original, but everybody is laughing at it, not with it.
Oh no.
Come on, let's go.
If you're a fan of ironically watching bad movies, then this is essential viewing. It
Okay.
features some of the worst performances in cinema history, with most of the runtime filled by Cage running around, pointing guns at women, then shouting nonsense.
Oh, gods and goddesses of nature, receive this sacrifice and be appeased.
Were there any particularly awful remakes we forgot to mention? Let us know in the comments below.
I've not seen The Wicker Man. That's one that I keep meaning to watch. What I'm seeing here kind of reminds me of Midsommar. Is that how you pronounce it? Midsommar? Midsommar? With Florence Pugh.
Up! I swear to God I won't shoot you!
It is a great honor, one that you cannot.
She's an amazing actor. She's awesome. She's forgot her name. She was in The Exorcist. What is her name? Ellen Burstyn. Ellen Burstyn. Yeah, she's a great actor. I do want to see the original though.
Not refuse. It is ordained. There is no way out.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Y'all be sure to go to WatchMojo UK and like it down there. Straw Dog. Never heard of it. Gotta watch it. Clash of the Titans. I'll watch the first 15 minutes of the new one. I love the old one though. I love it. Village of the Damned. That looks good. It looks like a really good episode. This kid's face looks familiar. I feel like he's on the poster or something. It looks like a really good episode of The Twilight Zone. Oh, I do want to see the remake. It has Christopher Reeve in it. Get Carter. I'll pass on Get Carter. The Ladykillers. I don't know. The Haunting. Yes. Yes. There's that face, that demon face. Yeah. Terrifying. And there's the newer version of the demon face. Like, it's a little on the nose, don't you think? Death at a Funeral. I might watch the original. The Italian Job. Yeah. I would like to see the original. Michael Gunn. That's the most adorable Triceratops puppet. And then Wicker Man. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Guess I'm most excited to see the Italian Job. The original. Oh no! The Village of the Damned. I do need to watch that. Okay. Yes. Yo, if you made it this far in the video, maybe give me a like and subscribe. Right? Maybe pick up a mug. I'd like to thank my patrons. I'd like to thank my Buy Me a Coffee folks. Thank y'all for watching this with me, and I'll see you next time. Later.